Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today I'm out here at this gorgeous little lake. Pretty excited. Got the new kayak out here and we are going to be doing some bass fishing. Plan on starting with a little swim bait action. Love a good swim bait. The water's a little dirtier than normal. Might throw topwater frogs, might throw some crankbaits, may even throw some stick baits. I don't know. We're just gonna start with a little swim bait action, see if we can get some bites. Super calm out here. The wind's like 3 to 4 mile an hour, so at the most it's gonna be blowing just a touch. So it's pretty calm out here. Excited. Let's see if we can catch some fish. Last time I was here it was starting to pick back up from the summer bite. We're in the late summer now, starting to break into some early fall time fishing, so we'll just see what happens. Stay tuned and let's rip them. That was a sweet bite. Fish came out of nowhere, just took a bite at it. I felt him on the line a little bit, but I don't think he actually had the frog. I think I was just pulling it across his face. There's another bite. There's a fish right in there. Let's see if we can get him on the third try. Two times now. Cast a little off. Cast just a little too far to the right of him. Another bite. We are 0 for 4 currently. Not a very good record. All on topwater blowups, which is kind of neat, but just been slow. The moss in here is insanely thick. These fish, they're just so late because by the time they see it, I'm already moved on. And even if they do get a hold of it, because one of them I'm pretty sure had a hold of the frog, there's just so much moss between the bait and the fish. It's tough. We'll get one, but it's gonna take some time. There's one. See, just like I said, it's gonna take that super aggressive fish and a fish that's pushing 2, just like so. So camera says almost 15 minutes now. There's the first one of the day. Nice fish. Almost 2, I'm guessing. Awesome fish. Probably about 15, maybe 16 inches long, but just a big, healthy one. There he goes. You can't even tell. Just gone. And that moss just closes right back in. It's the weirdest thing ever fishing here. It's something that takes some time and some patience and practice. But once you get it down, you can kind of figure out a routine. You can figure out what these fish want. But today it's been a little tough with the frog bite. Thankful to get one. I was just talking about how it's been tough and it's gonna take that perfect bite. Sure enough, finally got one. I think we were 1 for 5 now, something like that. That just shows you how tough it can be when that moss is this thick. And I'm not sure if you can see well or not. Here's what I'm using, a little ribbit frog. And basically this little frog can get me a lot of bites. It's not as slow as a hollow body frog, but I like the hookup ratio of this a little bit better because it's got a thinner profile. All these white feathers over here, there's a couple swans that hang out on this island a lot. Kind of looks like they got shot. There's so many feathers everywhere. But I believe they're on that side. So maybe they moved their house. Another bite. Good bite, honestly. The fish are very aggressive. They're just struggling to get a hold of that bait. Yeah. Right behind twice. Behind it twice. Third time's the charm. I'm gonna move it over just a touch. We'll see what happens. Come on. He's behind still. Maybe a hollow body frog would be the go-to in here. Wrapped up. Maybe a hollow body frog would be a little bit better because I can move it slower and just pause it on top. I'm gonna work this one super slow. At least 2 or 3 casts really slow. And we can make that decision later. I just like the legs on this because it can provide so much action in the water and really disturb the water and make lots of noise. This is the bag that the frogs came in that I'm using, Ribbit brand. And I like the bullfrog color. It's kind of like a darker color on top and then a lighter color on bottom. almost like a watermelon pearl, and then some kind of, you know, yellower color on the bottom. They work excellent. I highly recommend them if you've never tried them. Just use a 3 to a 5/0 hook with it. I usually stick with a 4/0, but you can definitely change it up if you need to. Something just popped right there behind me. We'll see if we can get him to bite again. It's just so thick the frog doesn't even do anything in the water. Kind of disappointing. When I came here about 2 weeks ago, the moss was down a lot, but it's come back quite a bit. Some of that warmer water we've been getting, or warmer weather we've been getting. All right, we're another good 15-20 minutes into the fish, and it's tough. It's very tough. I think that the rain and the cool temperatures that we had last week really changed it up, and then this week being warm, it's just a killer. I thought we would catch a lot more fish today. We've got quite a few bites. We've had a little bit of action, but we're gonna get back in there and hopefully catch a couple more. Just the moss is making it super difficult today. I was thinking it'd be a swim bait day. Doesn't seem to be the case, so back to frogging. See if we can catch something. If we're unsuccessful in the next, I don't know, half an hour to an hour, there is a little bit of open water on this lake that I can always try to throw something a little bit deeper, hopefully catch some of these fish off the bottom. Popped the frog and just left me chilling there. There is no fish in this big pile of moss. Didn't even get the hook exposed, just sucked the bait down and pushed the bait underneath that moss. So there we go. Finally got us one. Took a little minute, but we threw on the old go-to, and sure enough, the go-to got us one. I love lipless crankbaits. They really do an awesome job. We've been here about an hour, about 40 minutes with the frog, and about 20 with the lipless. Okay, buddy, he's ready to go back. Nice. The lipless I'm using today is this red-eye shad. I love the little knockers in it, the little BBs, bearings, whatever you want to call them. They make quite a bit of action in here, and I think the red-eye shad is one of the better ones weight-wise. It's just distributed perfectly and it doesn't roll. A lot of lipless crankbaits look good, but they don't always work the best, just because when you're reeling them in the water, they will roll from time to time. I love lipless crankbaits. I love red-eye shads. Rattle traps are good. There's a few other major brands that make some good ones, and then there's a lot that just make some just, you know, they're adequate. They roll, they work. Oh my gosh, that fish just jumped 2 feet out of the water. That was insane. I don't know what that was about, but a lot of these baits will roll, so just be careful when you're trying to select them. Just because they're more money doesn't necessarily mean they work better, but a lot of the times you pay for that quality. Alright y'all, hope you enjoyed today's video. Was it a banger? I've definitely had better days out here, but it was a fun day, and I'm glad to be out here and thankful to be able to be out here after work today. Long day at work, so right after work just grabbed the kayak, came out to the lake for a little bit, and did about an hour and a half of fishing. I think we ended up with 3, maybe 2 or 3, three, and then like 10 to 12 bites. Unfortunately, the frog was just not working today. A lot of hits, just couldn't get him in the boat. So thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this little video, and we will catch you on the next kayak fishing adventure.